Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, where we're continuing on in the third case of the game, The Inherited Turnabout. Okay, so we've made progress there, they moved. I think we're done with Larry. Let's talk to Ray really quick. Miles, how's the investigation going? Well, little by little, I'm beginning to see the entire truth behind this case. Oh, that's good to hear. Uncle Ray had better not fall behind either. Okay, you got something? This case seems to have a lot in common with the case 18 years ago. I agree. The melted ice in the Winter Palace and the body of the victim from 18 years ago?
I wonder why nobody ever noticed the body was missing after all this time.
Yeah, that's the BS there. The only family Mr. Dover had was a young son. His son, and Mr. Gustavia's son, who were practically brothers because their dads were lovers. Binks, when you stop. Who attended the same elementary school. After the case, they both went missing. Oh, that's horrible.
What? And they haven't been found yet?
I haven't heard any news about Mr. Gustavia's son being found. But as for Mr. Dover's son, he was found and his inheritance was delivered to him. Oh. And because of that, Mr. Dover never had a proper funeral. That way they were able to make it look like the body had been in police custody. How convenient for Von Karma. The autopsy report had also been forged, so nobody but the defense ever found out. Von Karma would go that far. Yeah, pretty much. You have something else you could say about this? This evidence holds the so-called key to the case, right? It's possible. Yep, then hold on to it closely. Hurry, hurry, put it away. He doesn't think much about this. Alright, whatever. That was interesting to learn about the sons. I guess we talk to them. Mr. DeBest, you're getting a bit in my way. Again? This thing? He did move. Technically. How about you? Anything new? Yeah, the same. What else can we do? Is there anything new? That they moved? No, it's not like we can go in there. We talked to Larry already. Oh no, the sketch and beauty stuff, that's right. Forgot we had to come back to him. About that sketch you mentioned just now. What? If you wanted to see my art, you should have been honest about it from the start. Look, here it is! Oh. Why did he sketch Delicia? That looks suspicious what she's doing, though. Delicia? What is this? I already told you, it's a sketch of beauties. But just to be clear, the beauties only refers to Justy and Katie. That other plump lady has nothing to do with that. Wow. Rude. Although I was suspicious already because I was like, I don't think you're into her. I think she's cute, though. She's adorable.
Then why did you draw her on the same page?
Well, I was taking a break from my still life painting when those beauties caught my eye. I guess I just drew them on the same page without thinking. So you're saying that the pictures on this page were each drawn separately? Huh? Oh yeah, I may have drawn them at different times. By the way, there's a drawing of the beautiful little Miss K on another page.
Wow, beautiful, huh? Thanks.
Larry, you drew this exactly as you saw it, correct? Well, yeah, even I can't draw what I can't see. Catherine's hair is like so wild, almost like a lion's mane, you know? I recreated the scene perfectly, even the delicate shades. Delicate shades, huh? I don't want to admit it, but this picture might be of help to your investigation. The contents of this sketch and the service cart in the fountain patio. It seems there's a contradiction between the two. I need to expose this contradiction using my powers of deduction. Could I borrow this sketch for a while? Sure, I could even sign it for you if you like. I think I'll pass. Okay. Got some new evidence here. Alright. Now let's go confront Alicia because we see her doing something very suspicious there. Oh. No? Really? We're not gonna confront her about that? Ugh, whatever. Well, then the only other person we could confront is you. Maybe we should present the sketch to you, huh? What about that? Well, first let's check it. Yeah, just looking at it, especially, I think if the key here is to look at it not here as much, because it's very faint. When you look at it when it's small, doesn't something really stand out about the color? He said he got the shades correctly. And if you look at... oh, it's not here. It's just like what's in front of us, I guess. But if you look at the tablecloth, it's pure white. And they were talking about it too, right? About, oh, if I let the tea spill on it, blah blah blah. But then you look at this, and the tablecloth looks very blue right here. Why?
My, is this me?
Yes, it's a sketch done by our studio artist over there.
This sketch is really well done. Are you giving it to me as a commemoration gift?
No, for the time being, this is a valuable piece of evidence.
I see. Too bad.
To garner such a response from the museum curator, that man has some unexpected talent. He does. I'll never give him enough credit for that. Maybe we have to go to the actual... Can we deduce if we look at this? Ha! Here we go. Time to deduce. Deduce! Okay. Let's deduce about the tablecloth. Larry, there's something I want to ask you about your sketch. Huh? You want a lecture on sketching from the famed Professor Larice, do you? No, I just need to ask you something. The tablecloth in your sketch, are you sure it was light blue? Yeah, my eyes never fail me. But the one in the service cart here is white, isn't it? Dude, you're always so busy thinking with just your head, but you miss the obvious. What's with that look on your face? When I drew that painting, I was using the cart with the tea set on it, remember? Because I was tidying up the broken pottery shards. It's not something to be proud of. And right then, Katie came out of the Winter Palace. I had to hurry and hide the broken teapot so that she wouldn't notice it. What the heck is that? Did you just say Miss Hall came out of the Winter Palace? That's right. But this time she was pushing another service cart. And the tablecloth was light blue, just like how I drew it.
What did you do with that service card?
Beats me. She went into the summer palace with it, so I don't know. And when she came out, she was pushing the lift trolley.
The lift trolley?
When I called out to her, she was so surprised that she just left it there. She's so cute when she's shy.
Second service card. The lift trolley. Maybe there were 2 tea sets along with the 2 service cards. You'll have to verify it with Miss Hall.
Okay.
Is it true you keep 2 service cards on the premises? Yes. Is there something wrong?
Earlier, I was looking at one of the sketches from that so-called artist, and I noticed that he had drawn the card's tablecloth light blue.
Light blue? Are you sure you weren't mistaken, monsieur? I only ever use tablecloths that are pure white. That's true, the tablecloth here doesn't have a single spot on it. Yes, that's because I always change them immediately whenever they get dirty.
Did Larry really get the color wrong then?
What were you doing when this sketch was drawn? I see candies on top of it? At that time, I was just doing my job as usual.
Then could you tell me exactly what that work entails? Okay, Kate's job.
What were you doing when you were drawn in this sketch?
From the looks of the drawing, it doesn't seem like you were transporting the tea set.
This was when I was delivering chocolates to all the people in the investigation.
But on a cart? It's kind of weird.
Ah, how nice! Chocolates! I wish I could have got some too. There are still a few left, so please eat these then. I made them myself, though it's possible they might not suit your taste. Woohoo! Thank you so much!
Thank you. Perhaps it's because she had them in her pocket, but it looks like they've melted a bit. Okay.
The sweet goodness! I'm happy to hear you say that.
These chocolates are a little misshapen, but I'm glad to get some sugar into my system. Although they're a little too sweet for my taste.
Aw, just like your daddy.
You need chocolate? Oh, it's Katie's chocolates! Uncle Ray really loves how sweet they are. The sweet flavor really goes well with the bitter coffee in the office. I see, coffee would indeed go well with this. Mr. Master said that these were his favorites. I just wish I could paint over the bitter memories of that case with this sweet chocolate.
No?
Okay, so I had to actually look it up because I was so stuck. Apparently, now that he's not bent over, that's the sign, and the fact that he's, I guess, talking to them is the sign that I can talk to him again and something different will happen. So, wow, okay. We recovered the victim's body. Forensics are currently performing the autopsy.
And what of the investigation of the fountain?
The fountain is completely clear. We saw that already. Body was floating. Is there really nothing else? Oh, that was different. It appears the body has already been recovered by the police.
Why was the body of the victim from 18 years ago found floating in the fountain? I mean, wouldn't the body have gone all goopy after 18 years?
I don't know if I would call it goopy. It certainly would have required a special method to preserve the body.
Yeah, I wonder if such a method even exists? Hey, Mr. Forensic Guy, any new information?
Finally. Okay. Yes. Why didn't you tell us that a minute ago then? Normalium and fatalium have been detected in the fountain water.
They must have flowed through the stream from the Autumn Palace to the fountain.
Aside from the chemicals, we also found high levels of sugar. We're working hard on investigating it.
Sugar in the fountain water. What could have caused that?
Oh, finally! Okay, I was like, man, I'm glad I looked it up because I was stuck. This is Edgeworth.
Oh, it's Gumshoe! Hey, what's up, boy? What's up?
It's Gumshoe, sir.
Did something happen?
God, I love this song for him, this music. You know, this remix of his theme. I always liked it more than his original. I think it's so cute and peppy and Caribbean and fun. It really suits him.
Did something happen?
Actually, right now, all the investigators but me have left the Winter Palace. So I can finally tell you what we found.
It's not good for a detective to be leaking out information about the investigation, but his resourcefulness has saved me many times these past few days.
All of the sculptures in the Winter Palace have melted. There's still some liquid left in the cases, but there's less in the Gemini case than in the Taurus case.
There's still liquid in the glass cases?
Yes, sir! We just investigated the light blue liquid a moment ago. We only detected sugar in the Taurus case, but for some reason in the Gemini case we detected 3 different substances.
3 substances?
They consisted of sugar, salt, and blood.
Blood? Blood and salt were detected in the Gemini case.
I wonder whose blood it could have been. I've asked forensics to look into it, sir.
Right. I leave it to you, detective.
That reminds me, the forensics investigating the fountain patio contacted me. It seems the sugar found in the fountain matches that found in the light blue liquid.
Oh, that sounds like valuable information.
Alright. Finally, getting somewhere.
Is that all the new information you have for me?
Now that you mention it, we found a rainbow light device in there too.
The device was used to disguise the Autumn Palace. It seems the device that was used in the IS-7 incident is also connected to this one.
That's why in the sketch we saw Delicia with that blue cloth by the fountain, so,
I should listen to what Delicia has to say about that.
Finally, we could really talk to her.
I have to go back to investigating now, sir. When we get the results of the blood test, I'll let you know right away.
Yes, thank you, detective. Was that Gummy calling? It sure was a long call. Well, thanks to him, we now have an important piece of information. In order to break Miss Hall's alibi, I need to talk to everyone involved in the IS-7 incident.
Which is really Delicia. Delicia!
Delicia, would you be willing to aid in the investigation?
Yesy, of course. Anything for Miley and Kayfabe? I'll listen to whatever you have to say.
I was wondering if you could stop calling me Miley. I'm not Miley Cyrus.
And stop calling me Kayfabe. Fine, that's out of the question. I can't just change a name I've already decided on.
Even if we ask her, she won't listen to what we have to say at all.
Little Kirby face.
Do you know anything about the decorations that are used in this museum? Specifically the fluorescent cloths and a special device called a rainbow light device?
Yesy, of course I do. Because they are presents that I gave to Katie. As an apology for breaking the rules 18 years ago,
Even though that was part of your plan.
I gave her 4 new rock salt lamps and the 4 fluorescent cloths I used in the contest.
Well, that sounds nice. Fluorescent cloths and rock salt lamps.
Seems Seems like only us girls can understand how wonderful they are.
That's a cruel thing to say, Miss Delicious. I like them too, you know.
Why, that was back when Ray Ray was still a cute little boy.
Back when Mr. Shields was a cute little boy. I can't even imagine it.
Are they the same decorations you saw 18 years ago? Probably. The rock salt lamp and the cloth and the rainbow light device. They all seem the same. 4 fluorescent claws were used in the Autumn Palace. But I have the feeling I saw one more of the same claw.
It's true, look, I've got the proof right here in my bag.
What is she searching for?
Not this, not this either.
There it is. I remember seeing cloth like that recently. Let's show Delicia and have her confirm my suspicions.
Okay.
Wasn't there a dirty rag in your bag that looked similar to this?
Fine, I'm not going to give you any information to someone who calls it a dirty rag.
Then, would it be better if I called it a washcloth?
Fine, wrong again. It's a fluorescent cloth. Ah, oopsie. That was supposed to be a secret.
Please, tell me all you know about this fluorescent cloth.
Okay, let's go with that first.
Please tell me the reason why you hid this cloth.
Oh, I guess I have no choice, since the cat's out of the bag. I found this cloth floating in the fountain, and right after that I was called to the Autumn Palace.
So that's the moment Larry captured in his so-called sketch of beauties.
At first I thought one of the fluorescent cloths I'd given Katie had washed away.
But didn't you only give her 4 fluorescent cloths as a present to this museum?
There were 4 fluorescent cloths covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace, right? So that's when I realized that this was the cloth that went missing 18 years ago. The poison gas broke out because someone had stolen my Megatoxin X. So I thought the fluorescent cloth had also been used for the crime. I was afraid I'd be suspected, so I didn't say anything about it to anyone.
How is she always talking while she's eating? And why is she always eating? Because isn't she a pharmacist? So that shouldn't really be, you know, any sweets or anything. It's just weird.
I see.
But I sure feel a lot better after talking about it. Stress isn't good for your figure after all.
18 years ago, the cloth that was wrapped around the body went missing. Who would have thought it would turn up in the fountain along with the body?
Okay.
I'd like to ask you something since you're a pharmacist. Exactly how would one gain the knowledge required to set off poison gas?
Oh, that's basic knowledge for any pharmacist acquainted with Megatoxin X. It even says on the label, on the warning label, danger, do not mix with normalium.
Then, is there another way for someone who isn't a pharmacist to obtain that information?
Well, it might be possible if they've seen the angel's recipe.
Oh? The recipe book that was the grand prize of the contest 18 years ago.
Which Catherine supposedly memorized well enough that she could tell it to us in 2 hours.
Since it also contains the recipe to prepare Megatoxin X.
Does this mean that you've also seen the contents of the angel's recipe?
Yesy, that's a given, of course. The pharmaceutical company I work for is the Master Group. It's the company that makes the Cold Killer X medicine.
Cold Killer X. The cold medicine that promises to kill colds good, and also has killed a man and almost framed Phoenix.
All because of Dahlia. Devil woman.
After Jeffy got declared guilty, the company took back the recipe book. However, only a small group of elite pharmacists have been allowed to see it, though.
So this woman is also a part of that small group of elite pharmacists. Okay. Anything else I need to present to her before we go? Maybe the sketch?
This sketch, is this the one called the Sketch of Beauties?
That's what the one who drew it has called it. Although it seems you were excluded from it.
Was that boy perhaps Larice? I'd love to chat with him one-on-one later.
It would be my pleasure to introduce you.
Mr. Adworth, you're making an awfully evil face right now.
Oh, that's funny. He's like, yes, get Larry, torture him. That's great. Is there anything else I need to present to her? Or am I done with her? I think that might be it, because then I have to talk to Ray. But we could do that in the next episode. This might be a little short because I don't know how long it would take if I talk to Ray, and I really have to get ready to go. This episode might be a little short because I got interrupted with a phone call. But we'll leave it here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Goodbye.